Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 premium SPG we've come to know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew, and other people know it's a leFhy or a leaf blower. Now, it's located on the southwest spawn of Glacier, and this one's under the command of ProvoBob. Yes, another of his replays. He's sent in quite a lot recently. So many, actually, that, well, we're having difficulty trying to cope with them all. Well, he's armed with the 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of a Char B1 hull. The Germans only made 16 of these, but we don't know how they performed and if they were any good, but in this game they are really very good indeed, because the 105mm round will do 410 alpha, penetrate 53mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 1.91 meters. Now, he started the battle and he's aiming towards the carrier, the route to get up onto the carrier. He's expecting that one of the enemy light tanks is going to make a quick run and see if they can get up there first. And in fact, actually, what we're seeing is a Hetzer, not a light tank. Oh, there's a Panzer V4, Panzer V4, which is a premium tank being driven by a very good player. And he got a hit, a nice hit for 105 hit points. Rounds out again. Now the great thing about the Fifi is the reload time. It's around about 7 to 8 seconds for ProvoBob. He gets another hit, a big hit this time, on that OP premium tank. Fires another shot in blind, just hits the ground. Now because he can't see the target now, he's decided to switch over to the east side of the map, where DW2 has been spotted. Oh, that shell was a bit premature. Wasn't dialed in on target, but he's doing that now. Rounds out, this should be more accurate. Yep, it is accurate, but unfortunately DW2 was killed before the shell arrived, so unfortunately he wasted that one. But he fires at the Electo, who just pulls back behind the rock in time. An enemy Kehoe has made a rather silly move. He's come over to this side of the map, this side of that ridgeline, and now he's taking a lot of fire from just about everyone. And I don't think he's going to be going back over his side of the ridgeline. No, he's gone. That was a very, very silly move indeed. He could have gone up onto the carrier. Instead, what he did was get wiped out. Now, the trajectory of the shell is quite good on the Fifi, which means you can fire over at the heavy tanks who are fighting on the other side. And he's got a fire! He had set light to the Excelsior and he burned to death. So he's got his first kill, and he did it by setting light to the enemy tank. Well, the Panzer V4 is actually going up onto the carrier. Unfortunately, that guy is OP. He's basically a Panther hull with a Panzer Mark IV turret, and that makes it very, very overpowered, because the Panzer Mark IV turret with a quick reload is actually quite devastating, and the Panther hull, well, that's got a lot of hit points. He fires the DW2 from a long way away, wasn't fully dialed in. Kill goes to the KV1 instead. And now he's going after the Hetzer, who's actually stationary, and he's fully dialing in on that guy. Rounds out. Misses RNG. There are bots in this game, but quite a few of the players are real players. Yes, he's getting bad RNG here. The shells are actually going to the left instead of going directly to the Hetzer. That one hit the Hetzer. That one definitely hit him because there was no explosion, so we know we've touched him. And he's now going to go for the Panzer 38 Noobs, and kills that guy straight stone dead with a penetrating shot. 448. He kills the Hetzer with his next round. Will he be able to get a Reaper Madge by killing another enemy? This time it's at the T1 Heavy. No, he doesn't get it. But that guy is stationary. He's dialing in. Fires another round at his rear. Falls short. RNG again lets him down. Fully dial in this time, ProvoBob. No. He doesn't want to do that, and he misses again. It really does help if you let this tank dial in before you shoot. Then he fires, this time round, perfect shot, directly on the T1 Heavy, and potentially he's earned the high caliber. Rounds out the T1 Heavy again, and this time it's a kill shot. Well, they're doing very well because there's only 6 enemies left. He's looking at T67 retreating to try and get to a position where he can actually do some good. I think he's going to go up that hill and use the height of the hill to shoot at our teammates as they come towards the cap. I'm pretty sure he's going to have a go at the KV-1 and our Excelsior. We might be able to spot him and then take him out afterwards, but at the moment there's not much threat to ProvoBob. A DSP-Z was seen on the east side of the map, and there's the Panzer von Fear up on top of the carrier, where he's not going to be able to do much good except shoot in the back of the KV-1. But if he stays where he is, ProvoBob might be able to get around into him. He's just dialing in on that position. Unfortunately, that rock is in the way there. In fact, it's very difficult to put around from this position onto that Panzer von Fear. Don't know why he fired that one in. There's the T67. He did go up on top of the rock, but not the one where I thought he was going to go. And he's just killed our KV-1. The Excelsior got killed as well. So now our attack force that was actually going for the enemy cap has been wiped out. And the scores, well, there's only a 2-tank advantage now. We saw the DSP-Z go one direction. The T67 went to the other side. And now we're looking at the enemy Electo, who's holding back a T28E with the F30, who fires his 85mm gun in and kills the Electo stone dead. Now he's firing blind at that bush. I don't think that's really going to work out so well because we don't know where the enemy is. We can see where the Panzer von Fear is. He's still up on the carrier. In fact, he's now trying to engage our M5A1 Stuart, who's decided to go up there and try and take him out, but I'm not sure he's actually thought this one through, because the Panzer von Fear does have a very good DPM, and he has been taken out by the Panzer von Fear. Okay, so DSP-Z's next. Oh, it's a P2640 who's come up behind our T28E. So dialing in, guy's still in motion. Work out where he's going. If he keeps doing that, he's actually going to get taken out by the T28 himself. He's stationary. He's been tracked. And an accurate shot hits him for 114. T28 was looking to get a shot in his rear, but he moved too quickly. And he's going straight towards our B1, which is a bot. And he's going through that pass. He's coming up behind the B1. Ouch. B1's turning to fire at him. Come on, ProvoBob, get around it. Oh, he's aiming at where he was rather than where he is. Trying to work it out can be difficult sometimes. Rounds out. RNG let you down there. But the P26 is taken out by the Hetzer with a derp. Oh, no, he isn't. It was the T28 got him from behind. So there's only 4 left on the enemy team, but there's 5 left on our team. DSP-Z, who's actually quite a good player, is in the centre, facing off a Type 95, who's a bot. And that Type 95 is about to get taken out by the Fear, who's actually on the ramp, shooting down on him. But Bob equalises matters and takes out the DSP-Z. That's a good shot. Going for the Fear this time. He's stationary. And he gets him! And that's a Top Gun. So some good shooting there actually saved the bot, the T95, and now the enemy's reduced to just the T67 and their AMX-13AM. We don't know where either of them are, but what we can presume is that the Arty is probably still near the enemy cap area. There's the T67. He's come out to the edge to try and defend. He kills the T28E with the F30, pulls back behind the rock for cover. He knows that ProvoBob's on our team, and he knows that that's a very accurate Arty. That shot didn't do anything. So I think now we're waiting for the Hetzer to reacquire the position of the T67 so we can do some damage. He's going up right at the edge of the lake. The Type 95 just got taken out by the AMX-13AM, so now it's 2 versus 2. The Hetzer didn't find the T67. Bob's saying that, or rather somebody is saying that That's where they think the enemy Arty is, in grid square A9. Bob isn't going to the aim just yet. He wants to see what the Hetzer can find. I did think the T67 had gone out across the ice, but he might have pulled a dummy and gone straight back up onto the flat level and be hiding amongst the trees, waiting for the Hetzer to come into sight. Hetzer's being very cautious. If the light bulb symbol goes on, then we know he's been spotted, but nothing yet. Oh, there's the AMX13AM. He was where it was indicated. He is amongst the trees and he's now moving. ProvoBob's dialing in. There he is. Oh, the Hetzer gets in with a derp. So he's got the 105mm gun, which is basically the same gun that this one does. Well, sort of. It's a similar gun. It's not a field howitzer on the Hetzers. It is a 105. He has been spotted by the T67, so he did go across the ice. And Yami's signalling SOS because he knows he's been seen and he could be penetrated. The T67 is behind him. He's got a much better view range than most Artys. He's got a 390-meter view range and he spotted the T67 behind him. T67 saw him, got a shot in, but he's now pulled back. The Hetzer was capping, now he's turned around and he's coming south to help ProvoBob. He's staying next to the houses, using them for cover. I would not be surprised if T67 went up around the perimeter road and started shooting down on ProvoBob from around. That would be the smart move. We did see him depart heading west, but he may have doubled back and go round the perimeter road. The Hetzer's taken up position behind us. Okay, they decided to go to the cap, and he's been spotted again, so he ducks down into this gap. T67 doesn't want to let these two get to the cap. The Hetzer's headed there. Here comes the T67. Now is he going to bite off more than he can chew by taking on a Fifi at front? Oh, what a shot! That's a game-winning shot by ProvoBob. Right in the side. And that was a manually aimed one. Masterful shot. Right in the side. The T67 ends the game just like that. Wow. That guy really was served. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for ProvoBob in the 105 leFH18B2. What a game that was, actually. That last shot was worth it just for seeing that. He managed to get an arsonist. He set light to the enemy Excelsior and watched him burn to death. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12 in this one. And he got 1 epic medal and 2 battle hero medals. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. That's an epic. He got a battle hero medal, the high caliber, for dealing the most damage in the game. And another one, he got the top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He got 7 in the end. And the win 8 from this one was 12,611. It was well deserved. He did take a few shots where he didn't fully dial in or didn't think about where the enemy tank was going, but it was all worth it just for that last shot on that T67, who could have got to the cap to reset the Hetzer and take him out the game and then go after ProvoBob. But instead the guy made a classic error of just driving right in front of a Fifi. And a good Fifi driver can punish someone who does that. But it was a very good shot because the guy was going crosswise across ProvoBob's field of fire, which is very difficult to aim, but he did it just right and got the kill. What an excellent shot that was. Let's have a look at team score and see how it panned out. 3,080 hit points of damage. In fact, he beat the enemy T67 by, well, it was, what's that, 140 hit points, slightly more, less than 140, 133 hit points. He managed to get 3,080, picked up the Gore's medal, high caliber top gun. The T67 got a top gun for 2,947. ProvoBob got 7 kills. He got the highest number of kills. The T67 got 6 kills. Shows how good a player he was. And his platoon mate in the Panzer IV managed to get 4 kills in that. So they were good players, these ones. So ProvoBob beat both of them. And the Hetzer shouldn't be forgotten. He did manage to get 1,184 just after the Funfear, who got 2620, and he got 3 kills in the game as well. And yes, he did help out. And of course, he did get the kill on the AMX13AM. When it came to base XP, it was ProvoBob with 1,153 base for that game. The next high scorer being the Funfear with 938, then the T67 with 826, and finally the KV1 managed 682. Not the Hetzer, it was a little further down the table. ProvoBob fired 38 rounds in that game, got 13 direct hits and 5 penetrations. Yes, 5, a lot. 14 splash, damage of 3,080 hit points, of which 2,953 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see the closest one was that T67 shot at very short range. If we look at the personal score, we could probably see which ones he actually got the pen on. He penned the Excelsior, that was the one that set light to him. He must have gone straight into the engine deck and blew the fuel tanks, which set the thing alight. He also hit the Panzer 38NA, the Art, with a penetrating shot. The DSPZ he got with a pen. He also penned the T1 Heavy for 503. That's a very good shot as well. And all the others were no pens. Oh, except of course the Panzer Funfear, the one where the shell landed right on top of him. It probably penetrated the turret more than the actual body of the tank, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was the body. But I'm sure that only ProvoBob knows. If he looks at battle hits and sees exactly where the shell landed on the guy, it certainly took him out anyway. Let's have a look at the rest of the detailed report. He suffered 1 hit. It was a penetration. T67 fired it. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged. 7 were killed. And he earned 61,485 credits on a premium count. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away a profit of 46,305 credits. He received 1,729 XP, 692 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 2,421 experience points altogether. So yes, this game was worth it for just one shot right at the end, which won the battle. It was a perfect shot right into the side of that guy. That was a good player, and ProvoBob took him down just like that. Very well done indeed. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. We're only a small channel, but we put out more Arty videos, more tank videos with commentary than any other private YouTube creator. We have more videos than Jingles and Quickie Baby combined. We might not be as good as them in terms of content, but we do put out a lot of stuff, which means that you have the chance to get your video on YouTube. So thanks very much for watching.